has the fastest speed, right? He still has 529 kilometres per hour to his name. And Phil got close to that as well. Damien is so understated, Rusty.
He absolutely is. It's a really weird one, this first round matchup, because Damien Harris has still only got a handful of runs on this car. This is the same car that they started the championship with last year. They had that little incident over in Perth where the front wheel came off at around about 500 km per hour. Necessitated the front wheel, the new front wheel.
Welcome back. My name's Rusty. We're from SAUMRA, South Australian Lawnmower Racing Association. We've got everything from standard modifieds, which you can pull out the shed, take the blades off and have a bit of fun, up to the 450s. We're a bit more involved and definitely a bit more to hang on to. So we'll see if we can put a bit of fun down. We're going to have an all-girls race to start with. Got kids mixed with the adults. Doesn't normally happen, but we're going to give it a crack today. Just waiting for the water cart, put down a bit of dust to keep the dust off the track, the drag track for the helicopter. Alright, we're going to give the young ones a bit of a head start. Alright, keep coming up. What we'll do is we'll hold the better ones up at the back a little bit. Alright, we're just going to wait for a helmet to be done up and we're off. This is up to Well, it's a mixed grade, anything from the 125, which is a standard here, standard modified, to a 125, 125, 185. We've got a 125 Suzuki, an R150 on the pink and blue. All right, we're away. Go, Phoebe. All right. Alright, this is Phoebe's first year riding, so she's a bit panicky. She's just got to take her time. Alright, we're away. Alright, we'll make the adults wait a little bit. These are all the girls and ladies that race bar one. Young lady at the back having a crack today. Alright, we've got young Phoebe out the front, got Ella second, Phoebe third, got Amanda fourth, young Jodie coming around the outside on the fifth, Mum chasing her up and then behind her, Paddy at the back. Oh, Phoebe's round, Jodie's up to third, Amanda's up to fourth. In a second, she'll come right round the outside. Everyone just being careful of young Phoebe there. Old Jodie sending her out the front. Got Phoebe holding a line, young Buddy up the inside. Phoebe holding out Ella. Ella playing nice. Phoebe just hanging back. Girls just following around. Next up we've got a mixture as well. Right, we've got a couple of 250s, 3 250s, a 125 and a 300 Ninja. So we've got young Ethan Pitlock out the front. Right, next up we've got a push mower with a Honda by Electric Man Racing. These kids get to start from the very start, help build these machines, maintain them and ride them throughout the year. You've seen young Pete on the push mower out the front, also rides a KTM 200 in the kids senior class. After these guys, we've got the big boys coming out up to 450cc. Young Pete Jr. doing it easy out the front. It's a bit quiet with those electric mowers out there, but they're a bit of fun still. Like I said, Electric Man Racing, first electric mowers ever in Australia. Went to the Nationals last year and come away with a second place in the B grade, so not too bad at all. Any information regarding these builds are on our website, the Selma website, so if you're interested and want to get involved, anything from a couple of $100 up to a few thousand, get you in there.
There's that wheel on the back.
Right, we're going to give it a quick water, keep the dust down for the top event out the back there, and then the 450s will come out. WR 450 against the KTM 390. Craig Haywood out the front, Pete Senior on the outside. Should be a bit slippery out there. A nice save. Pete's gone around the outside of him. KTM 390 doing it easy. Launching it down the straight. We've got the kids back out now, up to 150cc. There's a 200 on the outside. We've mixed the classes a bit today, just to mix it up a little bit. Brother's bar at the back there. Joe Dirt up the inside. Ethan Didlow first. Ella doesn't ride this bar much, but she's been having a bit of fun on it lately. Young Egan doing well out front. Pete's just waiting for a mistake. Jeb out the front, Amanda second, Errol third. All right, we've got the kids in with the adults. Got a 300, a couple of 250s. Oh, Cody's on Stewie's mower. Mark Kevin the second on his mower. Young Junior got him on the line. Not bad effort for a 1-2-5. All right, young Charlie and Andre. Young Charlie out the front having a bit of fun. First time Andre's ridden this mower, so he's not doing too bad.
Also, Wild Street Race and SVO Transport. A lot of people helping Dave getting down here from Queensland to PART3. Lucas Bergman from Angle Whale, ladies and gentlemen, on board his 250cc Honda CBR, and then in an A junior bike, Darling 9.45. Dave in the 8.85 gives the difference on 0.60 handicap, going to Lucas Bergman in the board race. Well, that did it. Coming down from Monzo in Queensland.
Yeah, big time once again as we move on to the next pair of cars coming our way for Super Sedan. Thank you very much to Bullet Race Engineering.
Yeah, definitely, and keeping an eye on these guys coming out. Corey Reed coming out. And dialing out here for him, 8.10. Paul Partridge coming from Arcadia Vale in New South Wales. The green beautiful car down there, over 600 cubes under the hood of SVO V8 racing engine, built by VK Race Engines in fact. Good to see those guys coming over. He's got a dial-in of a 7.93. Going back to Corey, a 0.17 handicap going to Corey down there. Not much in it. Paul Partridge is going to be right on the ball. He's going to take off almost identical down here, Matt.
Yeah, the nitrous oxide being expelled on board the Pontiac Firebird up over the roof line there. So the nitrous oxide helping Corey Reed get down the track.
Good purge, couple of purges to make sure it's getting pure nitrous oxide straight into that manifold of that engine to give him that extra horsepower getting on down the drag strip. We'll keep an eye on Corey up against Paul Partridge. And if you take a look at the Christmas tree, we can see a pre-stage line on for Paul. There comes in Corey. Now waiting on Corey to be fully started. Great driving to you, Paul. You put away the Crow Eater with a 7.9. Next round of competition. But, that was on the safe side, and red lighting by 1,000 well. Obviously, he was trying, because if you don't red light, you're not trying hard enough. You've got to do that every now and then.
Yeah, but not in eliminations.
Not eliminations. No one beside him. He had the opportunity to play the heat. And well done to the guy. Let's move on now. Here's a guy now that's coming out late last night in qualifying. You weren't here later last night, Matt. David Foster came out in this lovely, gorgeous looking 57 Chevy looked after by Sherry Competition Engines. It's got a 632 cubic inch engine on board. They had a run late last night in qualifying, and where the car is now, just a bit further, maybe a bit further out, it actually broke the differential, the diff centre. And the car got locked out there on the drag strip, and it was quite a job to get it off the drag strip. So they got it off there and got it back into the pit area.
Yeah.
And they jacked it all up, got underneath there, and they realised like we've destroyed this diff centre. Vlado Turek, the guy you just saw go down the track before David, he had a spare diff centre back down in that lane. Vlado's daughter said, this morning at 1 o'clock. First run down the racetrack this afternoon. The clocks reveal a 7.41, 298 kilometre run out.
Okay, here we are moving on with our junior dragsters. Taking a look there on the start line. Got two of these little JDs coming out, and we'll see what follows. We've got Seth Jarvis and Todd Wagner. From Mildura is where Todd comes from, one side of the country, and Seth Jarvis all the way from Pinjarra, Western Australia.
And what a hike for this weekend. Brought over two of the youngster family out here. And good to see Seth coming out, as you're saying. A junior dragster driver with a diamond of a 7.99, running the Bullet Race Engineering lane. There on screen, Todd Wagner from Mildura, from Victoria. Lovely little junior dragster with a diamond of a 7.95, 0.04 handicap, nothing in it. Going to Seth Jarvis from over in Western Australia. Todd Wagner, I should say, from Mildura. He's going to chase down, but watch the difference on the start line. Nothing really in it down there, Matt. Over the 8th mile for the drag race. Right. 0.24 to a 1.51 for Todd Wagner, and the winning time does go to Seth from over there in Western Australia, 8.09 on the 7.99 dialing. Todd Wagner an 8.01 on a 7.95, but the reaction time was a 1/10 of a second slower, over a 1/10 slower than Seth.
Yeah, so that was the margin actually. So yeah, lost it on the start line thereabouts. So let's have a look and see what comes our way. A few more junior dragsters brought to you by the South Australian Tourism Commission. Thank you very much. Much of the economic benefit it brings to the state flow to regional communities and it has a positive impact on other industries such as agriculture, wine, retail, wine, education, real estate, more wine and transport.
And I hear that word about more wine, and that's something that you enjoy, a beautiful drop of good quality stuff. More wine, beautiful. Right now, this Jim's coming in to play one more time now.
0.4 reaction time and runs an 8.0.
Catch him and broke out by the most. So he lost the drag race.
Well, he was bang on a break.
A single runner down here on board the Assassin Dragster. Assassin. I'm going to give you the 71cc little motor on board down here, the Dragster. Over 8.02. So actually you have the opportunity here to really test yourself against the blocks for the actual reaction time and also your speed and ET going over the 8-mile finish line.
Okay, here we are. 721, the license number 8, Junior Dragster. That truck's the 80 As we see here, we've got the Junior Dragster, Alex Rottenbury. He runs a 7.99 on his 8.02 dial-in, so it's a free hit, as they always say, and a 0.46 reaction time.
Well, the reaction time was reasonably sharp. That's good for Alex, and they did go a little bit quick, so he knows that the Dragster can go quicker than his 8.02 over the 7.99. So they'll work in with that, of course, with all the weather predictions and so forth as the afternoon unfolds, and we'll come back with that shortly.
Cunningham and Casey Chambers to perform alongside Brad Cox, Becky Cole and more. Plus a full throttle rodeo and motorbike stunt show, nostalgia drag racing, classic on-track action, youth master and barbecue festival. Presented by Burson Auto Parts, October 25 to 27. thebend.com.au for details. Kids 15 and under free.
Asian area, that is what you call a trophy.
There's gold in them there drag strips.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming out, of course, and yeah, absolutely, folks, we're looking at them, and these drivers and competitors, that's what they're aiming at to take home and put onto the mantelpiece for all the years, and of course recognition for their drag racing abilities out here.
And they're quite heavy too, actually. They are solid metals, so they are really quite heavy.
When you get out the Prezos and you grab one and like, wow, yeah, there's some weight in this.
Yeah.
And they're beautifully presented trophies at the same time here, Matt.
Okay, so looks like we're going to make way, give our little tonsils and our voice buds a bit of a break up here in a few moments.
Group one,
doing a bit of track prep at the moment down the bottom, as you can see there, and firing some sticky stuff and doing a bit of dragging to keep the track pristine.
You're not wrong about that, a pristine drag strip, and we're going to need every bit of that for the next round of Group 1 coming our way. Of course, our Group 1 commentators, Mr. Rusty Gregory and, of course, Wade Ornger, two brilliant guys that look after the Group 1 here. Due to this team here, Team Black and Yellow and Team Black and Yellow, there is a small possibility that Kyle will make this round. We think he'll definitely make the third round, but we know that Damien Harris is definitely out for the day. Unfortunately, they have set fire to about 200 grand's worth of equipment so far today. They've hurt two motors substantially, so Damien will be a spectator for the remainder of this. We know that Noobs is getting ready, we know that Phil is ready, we may have Kyle.
Yeah, and it's an interesting one.
And also to all the Lammers. And we get set to launch Wayne Newby in that left-hand lane. And I just love the reaction. You can see all those VIPs, the corporates standing by looking nervously. Some have got their hands to their ears, some are trying to hold their phone, and some are trying to work out, how do I have both my fingers in my ears and hold my phone?
Yeah, and there's some that are just trying to look cool, they're trying to look tough, but once these cars fire up, I'm telling you, there's no point trying to be brave. Nobody needs to be a hero. Make sure you get your fingers in the ears, because these things are loud.
Have a look at that. There's a whole, there must have been a sale on beach hats today, because everybody is rocking the old Bunnings-style beach hats.
I could have done with that yesterday.
Yeah, you got those raccoon marks rocking really good.
Oh yeah.
Look at this shot right here. That'll be Wayne Newby, folks. You can spot the unmistakable eyes of Wayne Newby, the crazy eyes, as the team prepare. Santino Rapasada just there with him. They make a great team, these guys. Nearly wrapped up the championship last year, if not for Damien Harris, who marched home to get the win at the Winter Nationals. I love all the Christmas trees just off to the left as well for this festival. Spring Nationals event that we have here in the festival state, and all the gold and silver Christmas trees. And I'm going to tell you, until you pick one up, you don't realise just how heavy they are.
They are extremely heavy, and you know, they're solid, and when you win one, you know you've earned it, that's for sure. So Wayne Newby going to be going on a solo pass. You can see his crew chief there, Santino Rapasato's giving him the signal. Yeah, absolutely. Top fuel racing is not easy at the best of times, but when you're burning up parts left, right, and centre, and you're not quite sure why, that throws a whole other factor into it. And even though Newbie wasn't immune to it, he had some problems last night, kicked some rods out again this morning in the first half. So the way Newbie hit, he was clean, and it's relatively quick. I think I'll be happy if he keeps on the rods in the end, and that's going to be the most important.
And after the great Jim Reed, we look to underneath, then tuned in watching our 7 parts of the week go in New South Wales, lovely part of the world, very nice part of the world, very great go-kart club there as well, to be part of amazing 1,000 entries recently. We've got the guys down there, and that's Tino Rossano right there. Very, very
What they would have been looking for. Probably not as quick as what they would have been hoping for, but a 404 gets it. Was an early shut off. Don't worry about that smoke at the top end of the system. That's just the blower oiling system.
It has been so consistent. Come on, South Australia, put your hands together for Phil Reid. The dude is on a mission.
Yeah, absolutely. He didn't toss the blower belt down there. You can see it's actually lying in Kyle Putland's lane, so he's going to have to do a little bit of defensive driving down there. For Kyle Putland, I think they just missed on the setup there. Just went straight up in tyre smoke.
Yeah, and tossed it just there like a black mamba off a black mamba.
Absolutely. Just didn't look like it was spinning the tyres too much at the top end of the racetrack. Oh yeah, dropped some cylinders there. And that black thing that you see going up over the top of the car, that's a supercharged belt. That's the thing that will effectively on these cars makes all the horsepower, forces all the air into the engine and allows them to burn that fuel. And when that snaps, no more go.
So if someone wants to buy that one for $100, Barney Ingerson,
well,
I'm just saying.
Based on how quickly the last one sold, I dare say we could probably price it a little bit higher this time around.
Well, that's one thing that has become a market as well, is that selling of used equipment. Let's go down to Barney Ingerson with the always...
1:07. I think that's a new PB in that car for him. Let's have a look at it. Not a lot wrong on either side of the racetrack. I think Justin Walsh may have dropped the cylinder right down there at the finish line. He did actually cut out just before the finish line there, and Josh Lay kept it in the centre of the lane. He's starting to look comfortable in this car, and that is a lot for a driver. If you can say you're comfortable in the car, that gives you a lot of confidence, and he's on his way to a final round here.
That's one of the best drag races in the week.
Win for Adam Murray, 409, 488 kilometres per hour, 426 for Morris McMillan. Chute came out.
As well, maybe he's just got a unique way of approaching it. But I did say to Pat, your nephew said he would dance if he ran a 5. What will you do, Pat? I just screwed said, I'll dance. And I looked at him and thought, it's going to be a Charleston. Not exactly a break dancer, but anyway. We should at least get into the 70s when they get the thingy, but he said it's just good to get a lap in. Remember, this guy broke his leg in 3 places and his ankle in a dirt bike accident. Pretty well missed 90% of the season. Great to have him back in that beautiful Saratoga. His parents brothers, the JC Race Stuff and Jason Cunliffe Race Engines. What an icon of the game. Dips it, jumped
Yes.
and launched to the right. The shoots came out late on this one. He's going to go to the beach. Oh no, Pete!
Only just. That 2 car lengths into the beach there is Peter Kapiris.
Oh man, Cuttajar will be filthy, but...
Oh look, the one thing you got to say, if you get to the sand trap, that means you made a full run. So Cuttajar will probably be looking at that going, yeah, you know what, wins and losses, it's one of those things.
But when we get a look at this replay here, that thing, I thought it's gone, the run's gone, because watch it launch. It goes up, it wriggles, and he just goes, get in your locks. Here we go.
It was very ugly. The front half of the racetrack, it only went 1.09 to the 60-foot timers. Now, to put that into perspective, that's about a 10th and a half slower than what we've seen from some of the other door slammers here this weekend. So that was way down on the front half of the racetrack. Now, we got the call, there was late shoots, and yeah, they were late. They were really late. Almost to the top of the hill before they blossomed down there. And have a look at the skid marks. Pete had this thing locked up, trying to get it stopped. And he almost got it. You can see the skid marks starting way back before the wall finishes, all the way into the gravel trap there. Fortunately, that shouldn't have done too much damage, and it's just going to be a matter of pulling it out, cleaning it up, and getting it back for the 3rd round of racing.
That might not be the only skid marks. Pete got really, really deep in that situation. What a lovable veteran this guy is. 60 years of age, lives in Gisborne, in Victoria. Market gardeners, the Kapiris brothers, and let's look at this again. Just kind of just went, bullied it back in. No, we're going this way. And we take a look at that at 591 at 397. And that thing looks good. Jeff Cuttajar rocketed off on his little bat scooter before to check on what has happened in the beach. Let's go down to Bryony Ingerson, who's probably going to bucket in a spade. She's an absolute rock queen, is Mary Fabian.
Oh, yeah.
Loves her metal, and both her and Morris actually really get into their music. Tim is based at their family home. He's got an amazing bar in his house as well. So, Ronnie Colombo, the AC Delco entry, and there is... with an 8, and Morris will be on the pin to him now, saying nice work. There he is, Fab, the double thumb.
Just not quite there yet. But for Ronnie Palumbo, 567 best. into a 5.88. Great side-by-side race. Margin of victory, 39 thousandths of a second. That was a lot closer than it probably looked on paper because Matt Abel had a 1.12 of a second head start.
These teams are both very close as well, so everybody be hugging up on that one. Even little Charlotte's Webb, she's pumped down there as well with all the oil. She's got it in her hair as well, but Abel nearly took it down. He nearly did what Pete Lovering hasn't been able to do, and that's to beat Lisa. So that is a great result for that team, and great for Matt. 5.88 with a 7 is quicker than he's been in a long time.
Absolutely, and there was really only half Starling did it at the other end of the racetrack. It was Matt Abel was out in front for the vast majority of that race. It looks like Lisa Gregorini only came around